adventure in Pipeman on W4CY Radio.
This is the Pipeman here on the Adventures Pipeman W4CY Radio, and I'm here with
George from Change Persona.
And Connor.
Nice. And you're also from that same band, right?
Yeah, that's correct. Yeah. You just get a bunch of different bands in one.
That would be funny, though. Like, if I was interviewing somebody and they're like, well, I'm from this band and I'm from this band.
Yeah.
We just found him on the street outside.
Yeah, absolutely.
I do that on my live show.
And I'm like, all right, I'll do the thing.
I do that on my live show. Like, I pretend like I just pulled a random off the street. And I'll, like, do both things, and it is pretty funny. I don't know if I talked about this last time, but I love your tattoo, and it gives me PTSD at the same time.
Yeah, you did.
Because
we're talking about having to like rewind manually and stuff like that.
Yeah, I couldn't remember, but now it hit me again. I'm like, oh, it's giving me PTSD right there, because the fucking cassette tapes and it coming out and using the pencil. And cutting and splice it with Scotch tape, like the shit we had to do.
Yeah, recording tracks off the radio. And
Totally. Or like, I have Metallica's demo that you can't even hear what it says because it's been recorded over 50 times in the tape trading days, you know.
Well, in terms of rewinding, we have the rewind button now, so don't worry, dude. Like,
right. Oh my God.
Everything though, like movies and stuff, you'd have VHS tapes, like.
Oh yeah.
Everything. And then like you'd hire something and you have to rewind it before you take it back to the store.
Yeah, or else you got penalized if you didn't rewind it before you brought it back. Yeah. You know, there's still one Blockbuster in the world. It's in Mexico.
Yeah, I think I saw this. It was like the one that's still hanging on just about. And it's more for the novelty of it's like a retro time warp.
I know, right?
Yeah. Oh, bring back Blockbuster, I say.
There you go.
Absolutely.
They are bringing back MySpace.
Yeah,
did you know
I saw that the other day as well?
That's fucking wild. I wonder if they still have my profile and if Tom's still my friend. I was wondering that.
It's not going to be the same otherwise.
I was wondering that if when it comes back, if Tom's still your first friend.
Yeah.
It's nice. Everyone started with at least one friend.
Yeah.
Even a loner on MySpace.
Yeah, if you're a loner, you at least have one friend.
Yeah, they're like, oh, you've got no friends. You're like, well, I've got Tom from MySpace. So,
Tom's my friend.
He's my best friend.
I say they should bring back 8-tracks.
Yeah.
You know, I had Blizzard of Oz on 8-track. Okay? Yeah. And it's funny, okay, so the 8-tracks, they would split between tracks, so if it would do it right in the middle of a song. So Mr. Crowley used to fade out, it would change tracks and fade back in.
All right.
And then use that, the struggles, man. You used to have to take a matchbook thing and put it underneath, otherwise it would be like, Mr. Crowley.
Slow down.
Right, so you would have to put that to prop it up, and then it would be at normal speed.
Look, man, sometimes, you just got to give it a bit of a manual influence.
Right.
And then it works.
The struggle was real.
There's something fun about it, I think, working it out and getting it to do what it needs to do.
There is something about it, to be real. Like, today, with the track mentality, it's like, it's good for artists in one way, but not in another, because like you used to immerse yourself in their music and in the album, and now it's like, oh, I listen to 5 seconds, that's enough. You know?
It's all like playlists now, isn't it? And like I find so much about bands that make it now, it's like if that Spotify algorithm goes with them, like I find like certain artists, every playlist you listen to, the same like 4 or 5 tracks are on them.
Yeah.
And it's like, I like this band, but I feel like it's almost like I've been conditioned to like them through exposure, rather than it's a track that actually I vibe with, and that I heard it once on the radio. Am I going to listen to that again? Probably not. But if you ram it through me in every playlist I listen for the next 2 months, like I probably will end up liking it. Is that kind of?
Yeah, well, like you have a Bring Me the Horizon shirt on, so I'll tell Apple Music, like I'll say, play Bring Me the Horizon. And for fuck's sake, every time the first song is Can You Feel My Heart?
Yeah.
And it's like, I love that song, but can I listen to something else too?
Yeah.
Guess what song is on the back of that t-shirt as well?
I think it is that, isn't it?
Yeah.
It is. That's a cool shirt.
So,
I like that
I'll let you in on a little secret. I didn't actually get this from like a merch stand for like 50 to 100 quid or whatever. It was we have this like really cheap clothing store in the UK called Primark, And I walked in
I
the other
know
day.
that place.
Yeah,
I've
it was
been there.
£12. I was
Nice.
like, for band merch. I was like,
Fuck. Is there one near Bloodstock? I'm going to go there
they're,
now.
They're in most towns. to be
We're going
fair.
to end the interview. I'm going over there.
Yeah.
Like, see, you missed it. We couldn't match. Yesterday, I was wearing one of my Bring Me to Horizon shirts. And it's like, but their merch, like, okay, so you can tell this is 12 quid.
Yeah.
Okay? Their merch, I'm surprised, is pretty fucking good. Because this shirt is so thick.
Yeah.
It's like, oh my God, I've never gotten merch. So props to them for doing that.
Is it like, you know how most band merch is Gildan heavy? You look at the label, they all say Gildan heavy. I think our merch is Gildan
Yeah, I
heavy.
think so, yeah. Well, here, look. Have a feel of that.
Yeah, it's thin.
Yeah.
Have a feel of that one.
Yeah, see?
Yeah, that's proper
that was
cotton.
more expensive than 12 quid.
Exactly.
But you get the quality of it.
You get what you pay for.
Yeah.
But it is ridiculous. I don't know how kids do it today. Like, I went to a show, you paid $2 to see Metallica and $5 to buy a T-shirt. Like, and that was also like $1 million too. You're a teenager, and it's like you had to scrape up pennies. They don't even make those anymore.
Yeah.
You know, to buy your ticket.
It is crazy. Or like Connor has this rule with gig tickets. Like when we were younger, right, we'd go to a show, and I was saying the other day, I saw Alter Bridge when I was probably like, I don't know, probably like early 20s, late teens. And I remember paying £50 to see Alter Bridge and thinking, oh my God, this is like the most expensive gig I've ever been to, but I really want to see Alter Bridge, so I'll pay it. I remember being like a little bit annoyed I'd spent so much. Now that would be cheap, right?
Right,
and
exactly.
Connor has this stance. Do you want to say more?
So it's basically any gig ticket that is triple digits, I won't pay.
Yeah.
Just absolutely not. That's absolute extortion.
If I don't have a
Doesn't matter
media
anything.
pass, I'm not paying for that shit, man. Like, I live in Florida, I could go to Bahamas for the price of buying a ticket for a couple-hour concert.
Yeah, absolutely.
And I love the music, and I love the concert, but, like, do I really want to spend, like the Who? In the United States, like, the nosebleed is $250 the last time they played.
It's just too much.
Like, that's fucking insane.
And then you're just watching this dot in the distance, and
Yeah, you're up in the fucking bleachers, you know, and exactly, you can't even see the shit.
Yeah.
If you want to be like up front or in the, here's the thing that bothers me too. You buy a pit pass. Like when I was younger, that was the cheap ticket, the general admission.
Yeah.
Now you pay more to go into general admission to be able to be in the mosh pit.
Yeah.
It's crazy. And have you heard this stuff in the media recently about people who pay all this money for gigs, and because they're waiting for what they call, is it like they're waiting for barrier or whatever you call it, so they're queuing for hours, no access to the toilet, and they're going to gigs in like adult diapers or whatever.
Yes.
Like who was it? What was that artist the other day that said, I think,
I heard it. I can't
they
remember
said they
who it
could
is.
smell it from the stage.
Oh
Like,
my
dude.
God, that's just...
Yeah. And there was another band, I think it was like a European band, and someone actually kind of made a mess in the mosh pit, and then people were throwing up, which was making other people
We
throw
saw
up,
that.
and then- oh, you saw it?
We saw that, and people pissing in the pit. But
Dude.
I found that the first time I came to UK and did download. Like, no offense, but you guys will piss wherever.
Yeah, that does, to be fair.
Yeah, and I saw a line up against the wall next to the stage, like it was the urinal thing, but it was just the wall,
railings, yeah.
It becomes the official urinal.
right?
Doesn't matter. Yeah.
You know, in the States, you do that, you could go to jail.
Yeah.
Like, it's against the law to piss in public because it's like obscenity.
Yeah.
You know? Here, you guys, like, maybe it's because I'm American. I just have a problem with peeing in those troughs. I don't want to be that close to all the other dudes and their shit and whatever.
Get stage fright.
I know, I do. Like, I went in last night to one of the bathrooms. The private ones were all blocked up, so I go in. I was like, fuck, I can't piss because I have somebody, like, squishing next to me on either side.
Yeah, if there's shoulder contact, it's not fun.
Yeah, no.
That's not good.
I do get shy as well, to be fair. I need a little bit of space, man. Like,
Exactly.
I gotta be able to swang, you know?
Exactly.
Do you think some of that though is where like the British in general just like really love a beer, and the more beer you consume, the more you got to do something about it? And,
that's kind of true.
Yeah.
You know what was kind of weird? I was just at Vakken last week. Okay, you talk about beer. Some of the best beer in the whole world, and the sponsor was Budweiser. and I was like,
terrible
what the
beer.
fuck? Who comes to Germany to drink Budweiser? We call that shit piss water.
Yeah. You go for like some German-sounding like Pilsner or something.
Yeah, exactly.
It has
Like,
a name you can't pronounce, and it's in a big thing with a handle on, and you're like, yeah, that's what I'm in Germany for. Like,
yeah, just
I will not take this Budweiser slander.
he likes a Budweiser, to be
I
fair.
love a Budweiser. It's one
Well,
of my favourite beers. Yeah, you can call it
you're
piss water, but I
you're
love
not English then. I don't
We
think.
were only arguing last night in the supermarket when we were getting beers for the apartment we're staying in, and he put a box of Budweiser in. I was like, dude, can you not just get something everyone will drink? 'Cause-
Right?
I was like, I'm buying this for myself, motherfucker. Like, this ain't for you. I know it ain't for you.
Okay, to be fair, to me, Guinness is fucking gross, okay?
I love Guinness.
I know you guys love it, but
so-
for
So
me,
everything you hate, I love.
exactly.
I-
How this is gonna go.
I feel like with Guinness though, it's like you have to learn to like it almost. Like my first Guinness, like, you know,
Totally.
like, so put it in this way, like your first beer when you were like however old, 16, 17, 18, however old, no one enjoyed their first beer. If they
No.
told you they did, they're a liar.
I wonder
you
why
gotta drink
people
enough of it
have
to-
an acquired taste. Like, if you didn't
Yeah.
like it, why are you doing it?
Because we like the effects.
Exactly.
To feel good.
Or at that age, you're just like, well, everyone else is doing it. So
And plus, being drunk back then was just a new, fun experience.
yeah.
Now,
You just did it. It didn't matter what it was. Like, I think we were drinking like this cider called K,
Oh,
which
it's
is
awful.
basically petrol.
It's like rocket fuel. It's like 8% or something.
But it got us there, man, in a couple of cans, you know, and it was cheap.
well, that's like we have in the States grain alcohol. It's like 198 proof. It's like pure, like
Bloody hell.
it's almost rubbing alcohol.
It's like moonshine.
But like it is. And the first time I drank it, I was a teenager, and I drank it like I was swigging a bottle of Jack Daniels. And I took a swig, and oh my God, it took like 10 seconds. I was the most fucking drunk ever. Like, because, and they're like, why'd you drink so much? I don't know. I was just taking a swig.
It's alcohol.
So that reminds me, I went on a work trip to Romania. I've got some Romanian colleagues, and they had this like traditional shot they do at special meals. Like, say it's a big occasion, like a Christmas meal or a whatever. They have this like traditional shot they do, and they were like, it's really, really strong, but you have to try it. It's like our national pride. And you're like, well, I don't want to offend anyone.
Yeah.
And I took one shot of this thing, and immediately I felt like I'd been punched in the head. It was like, whoa! I feel like I've had like 3 beers. Immediately after that one shot, it was like, dude, these guys don't mess around. Like,
So I was married to a British girl, and we went to Epcot one time in Florida, where, you know, if you know about it, you go around the world, you know? And so when we got to the England part, she's telling me I had to try this drink, okay? Oh my God. It was so disgusting to me. You guys, well, he probably likes it
I
since
probably
I'm saying.
absolutely love it. You're gonna
It
like
wa-
disown
it wa-
my family by saying you don't like it
Right?
now.
It was a snake bite.
oh, was that like cider and beer with black currant
it was
cordial?
like Guinness and cider,
Ooh,
something like that.
I mean,
It-
all right, I'll give you that one because back in the day, that was like what was on offer. At
Right.
This bar we
Yeah,
used to go
they had
to.
they had like student nights, and it was like £1 or something for a snake bite.
£4 for a snake bite,
Yeah.
and that would get you there, you know. Especially when you're a student, you ain't got any money.
Yeah,
But
exactly.
now,
You'll take
I
it.
would absolutely have something else.
Yeah, they're not anymore.
I love my Budweiser. Thank you very much.
Right? So now we do. Oh, by the way, about Budweiser, like, so there's another thing. That's why all the rednecks in my country drink it, because there's actually a scientific study that there's something in Budweiser that's not in other beers that causes aggression.
Really?
And so people, the rednecks that drink Budweiser, they're kicking the shit out of each other all the time. You look at them cross-eyed and they want to fight. Do you have that happen to? Does that happen to him?
Yeah, all the time. I have to be really careful around him.
When he said he got punched in the head by that shot, that was actually me.
It's
behind
actually
him.
him. Yeah.
Right?
No, I know over here, back in like, was it like the 80s or whatever, they used to have the same problem with Stella.
Oh, okay.
And they used to, there was like a slang name for it, was wife beater.
Oh, wow.
Like, yeah, it was well known that like it made people aggressive, but I think since then they identified the chemical in it and removed it. So
Yeah, so
Not Budweiser.
that's like tequila, but I don't have that issue with tequila.
No.
Like, but most people, tequila, they turn into the violent fighting drunk.
yeah.
You know?
I do think there's an element of like your temperament as a person though, because
It
I
has to
feel
be.
like no matter what alcohol I drink, I'm not gonna go like looking for a fight or punching anyone, because that's just not how I'm inclined. But certain people I think are looking for something, and then they just need that incentive to push them over the edge. Like,
Yeah, I think it just affects your characteristics, right? So
Yeah.
if you're quite an emotional person in that way, then it's just going to enhance that.
That makes
and,
sense.
And make you that person. Yeah, I think if you're not like that naturally, then there's nothing to enhance. If you know what I mean.
Oh
It's
yeah,
like
that makes
dividing zero,
total
right?
sense. It's any drug or alcohol. That's all it does is really enhance whatever your personality is.
Yeah.
You know, the stuff that you have an inhibition and hold back,
yeah.
that gets less let loose.
Yeah, absolutely. Yeah, I agree.
That's why it's always the rednecks that are getting into fights, because that's just who they are.
It's part of our culture, man.
Exactly. So, what else you got going on with your music?
Yeah, I mean, we finished recording a new EP a little bit ago. We're just sorting out all the PR and getting things together.
All that fun stuff.
Music videos, photo shoots.
Yeah, but yeah, it's coming together. But yeah, we should be releasing soon. I'll say. Yeah, quote unquote. But yeah, no, it's exciting times. It's, you know, the stuff is a little bit different than what we've done before. But you know, a little bit more aggressive as well, I think.
Which is what goes well for this festival, because like we were kind of confused when we got like absolutely thrilled, but also like when they invited us, they were like, they know we're not a metal band, right? Like we're kind of like punk, like. What was it they called us? They called us punkcore or something.
Yeah, you should have been at Rebellion then, is what you're saying.
We did play that once, didn't we? A few years back.
Yeah.
But yeah.
How was that, by the way? Like, I haven't been yet because it's always the same time as Bloodstock, and I'll pick Bloodstock every time because I love this festival.
Yeah.
But I would like to cover Rebellion. So what was it like?
Really cool. It's very different vibe. It's not like all outdoor like it is here or at Download. It's kind of spread across the city almost.
Yeah.
So they got like a massive ballroom, haven't they? The Winter Gardens. Yeah. And it's like this huge indoor ballroom with multiple rooms with different stages in each one. Kind of like if you've ever been to Alexandra Palace over here.
Well, it's kind of like
that.
I do a festival in the States called Punk Rock Bowling.
Yeah.
And it takes over downtown Las Vegas.
Yeah.
And so it'll have like one main, but then we have like the Punk Rock Swim. That's a swimming pool of a top of a hotel.
That's
It's
cool.
pretty wild. You see all the punks doing circle pit in the water.
That's so
all
cool.
bands playing.
That's so cool.
They have poker tournaments, bowling tournaments, and then they have club shows. Like lots of club shows all around. So at the end of the main, the headliner, then everybody goes to all the different club shows. And the club shows are the fucking best because there's so many bands playing. Like there'll be like 20 club shows, all with like 3 or 4 bands playing. So no matter what type of punk you like,
That's really cool.
you could go to it. And there is a funny story of an interview I did at one of them with Waddy of the Exploited, and I knew I would get his goat, and I did it because I was interviewing him right before he got on stage. We're talking, and my final question was, so Waddy, what do you think of pop punk? Oh my God, he went off, and then he went up on stage afterwards, and he's yelling to the crowd, fucking pop punk, that's not fucking punk, it's a fucking bunch of bullshit, it's not punk, there's no such thing as pop punk.
So you basically riled him up.
Oh yeah, on purpose, for sure, it was great.
Brought that show up like 10 times.
No doubt, it was definitely a more aggressive show after that.
Oh, he probably got a better performance out of it if he's a bit more animated.
I know, right?
Welcome.
And I know, let's see, where was I at? I think it was Hellfest. It's cool because they have the metal, different stages, but different metal. Like they do the different metal, and then they have the hardcore stage. So like one year they had Exploited, Discharge, I think GBH2, and like all the old school,
Yeah, that's the same kind of crowd as Rebellion.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah.
So that's why I want to go.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. If you dig all that stuff, you'd like it. You'd love it.
Yeah.
Yeah. Like when we went, they had the Stranglers. Bad Religion were meant to play, and then they pulled out, and we were like gutted.
Oh yeah.
Oh man, that sucks.
Who else did we see? We saw Cockney Rejects. They had From the Jam, who are like some of the original Jam.
Yeah.
But not all of. Obviously, no Paul Weller. But yeah, it was awesome. It was a good weekend.
I can't believe UK Subs is ending.
Oh, it's a shame.
Right?
Yeah.
Yeah, they're ending. I just saw in the States the Subhumans again. Like, I couldn't see these bands when I was a kid. I was a long hair and I get my ass beat. So it's great that now I can see them because we're not a bunch of idiots.
You know, like we were talking earlier, weren't you? And you were saying about like the metalheads can't mix with the punks when you were younger, and that's so alien to us because when we were
mental.
younger, like if you liked alternative music, you were just branded as you're the emos, whether you're metal, whether you're punk, whether you're
Motorhead, Slayer.
Yeah.
That was what combined us together, like, and it's so similar to music, you know. And I'm so glad. That's what I was saying. You know, I'm so glad the gatekeepers are almost gone.
Yeah,
because it's
there's no place for that in our scene at all.
We're already outsiders in the outside world. We don't need to be outsiders in our own world.
So you couldn't have said it any better. Like, if we're all marginalised and shunned by everyone else, like at least let us be cool with each other. Like,
right, exactly.
I think also, it's like to get a bit philosophical. It's just like, well, we've got one chance really, so why don't we just enjoy what we enjoy and just let people get on with it?
Yeah.
Like if you're just holding it up for your own, I don't know, your own like selfish pleasure or whatever, it just doesn't make any sense to me. So just enjoy what you enjoy and just, you know, make your life just that little bit less crap and hard.
And like I was saying earlier, like, who the fuck gives a fuck? How does it affect your life in any way what somebody else does?
Exactly.
You know?
Like, if someone came to me and I knew they were totally not a metalhead, and they're like, oh, I've listened to this metal band for the first time. It's the first metal track I've ever heard. I like it. I wouldn't be like, oh no, that's not for you. I'll be like, oh cool, here's some other stuff you could try that you might like. I would encourage it.
Absolutely, yeah.
Yeah, or, oh, that's not metal.
Yeah.
Oh, fuck it, I hate that so much.
Like, here's the thing I hate. Bring Me the Horizon, I love them. They're like my top 5. So many people give them hate because they want them to be deathcore still. And I think their latest music went back to deathcore anyway.
Yeah.
And that's the way I kind of look at it. Same with Metallica. I was that way when I was younger, you know, like I was at their first show ever, and you sang on, and then the Black Album came out, fucking poser sellouts, blah, blah, blah. But what they did was, they did that, but then they were able to go back and do what they wanted, you know? And that's the way I look at it with Bring Me. Like, they did what they did, and then now they can do what they want.
Yeah.
But also, I heard Ali in an interview, and he's like, why do I want to write the same song over and over again?
Yeah.
And I agree with that. That would be boring as fuck as an artist.
You got to evolve, haven't you?
You'd be stuck in your own box.
That's the word I use all the time. You gotta evolve. You want to learn your craft. Like, you don't want to stay as shitty on your instrument as you were when you were 15.
Exactly. Well, so you look at when we started out, we didn't really have many songs of our own. And the first stage, you emulate your heroes, right?
Yeah.
So we were like, everything we play is going to be either a Green Day cover or a Blink cover, plus the few songs we've written which sound insanely like that. Then we kind of got big into like more punk, didn't we? And we like started listening to a lot of Rise Against and Bad Religion and that kind of stuff. And then we started writing more stuff like that. And then what was it you were telling me the other day about when you had that penny drop moment about your writing style? And
oh yeah, no, it was just like, because I always wrote in a similar formula, right? So everything started sounding the same, and I felt like I sort of exhausted that, and I just felt sort of stuck. Like I didn't know what to write next. And I was like, you know what? Fuck it. I'm just going to write what I want to write.
Yeah.
It doesn't matter what it is. And I think we've done like the best songs we've ever like written.
I think that's how it works though, because if you're writing for you instead of the audience, like listen, you're never going to please everybody, and that gets frustrating. Yeah. So just please yourself and you'll attract your people.
Yeah,
is basically what. And then when you're performing it, the audience can see that you're into it, because you get to a point like if you're performing shit you really don't want to, it's noticeable. You know?
And it's like, what's the point?
Exactly.
You know, what are you doing it for?
Right.
It's not for you, obviously.
No. Yeah. And I think uniqueness is key. Like, you brought up formula. I talk about that all the time. Like, especially in, like, metalcore. Okay? They use, I say they use, like, an algebraic equation to make music, you know? And it's like, then all the bands do sound the same.
Yeah.
You know? Whereas, like, the Big Four of thrash, they didn't sound the same. Yeah. They weren't even close to sounding the same. They had similarities. Yeah. That's it. Yeah. You know?
I remember when we were younger, and that kind of scene just started up, and you had like Asking Alexandria and Attack, and they were all very similar, weren't they, to each other? Like, open, one, open, two. Like,
right. Exactly. Yeah. You know, so like I give props to Bring Me the Horizon because too, like, I came late in the game. I saw them at a festival in the U.S. once because they weren't really that big in the U.S. yet. And I'm like, holy fuck, that's the best live show I ever. But that was when That's the Spirit came out. And then I went back.
Yeah.
And then I was like, oh, that's cool.
These guys have a back catalogue.
Exactly. Exactly. And I think that's key, because then you take people who probably wouldn't be a fan because they don't know, and you catch their attention with something different, and then they go into your back catalog.
Yeah.
You know?
I think it says, like, speaks volumes about how talented they are, that they've gone to the heaviest of heavy stuff, like that we were saying earlier, their newest album, they've gone back to, was it the Suicide Season re-record, and that's like proper deathcore stuff.
Yeah.
But then they've got like, was it Amo, that album that was like basically pop, but still great, and then you've got like that Sempiternal era where they were still like, they had that perfect balance. I mean, insanely heavy but also melodic. Like, they can do it all. They've shown, like, no matter what avenue they want to go down, they'll kill it at whatever they do. Like,
that's why they're so beloved.
Yes.
Because they have such a variety of sounds that anyone can just sort of cling onto it and really enjoy it, and they do it really well.
Apart from the gatekeepers, who are the ones that are like, oh no, they done that pop album that one time, they're dead to me, and you're just like...
Yeah, the original deathcore, like, can't stand Bring Me the Horizon now, because... And, like, fuck it, like...
Yeah.
So, just like the old stuff, there's some bands that I don't like their new stuff, but it doesn't mean I don't like the band anymore. I just like the old stuff, that's all.
Yeah.
If all these problems are so easy to solve, just don't listen to it.
Although I must admit, I fell in that trap myself with Linkin Park, though, because when I was a kid, they were like my favourite band in the world. Like, the first two, Meteora and Hybrid Theory, I still hold them up there as my favourite albums of all time. And Minutes to Midnight was good, and then after that they just went to like synth music, and I was just, I felt like betrayed at the time, and I didn't listen to them until they kind of went back to their rock roots again. So as much as I'm kind of like, to call myself a hypocrite here, much as I'm calling out these people saying it about Bring Me, I was kind of like that with Linkin Park too.
We all do it, you know. Listen, like a perfect band for me is Rush, as an example. Once they started putting the synth in, I'm like, yeah, I don't really like that. And it's not that I don't like synth, it just didn't sound like, it wasn't Rush to me anymore.
It's not you anymore,
You know, and there's a few bands like that. It's like they get to a certain point and it's like, not one might be an unpopular opinion. To me, Iron Maiden, like, I love Paul Di'Anno days, I love beginning of Bruce days, but then it started getting a little silly to me. Like, it was like just too much, you know, going into this other era. So I think, like, last album I might have liked was like Power Slave or something like that, and after that it's just like, it's kind of boring me, you know. It didn't have that same spark.
Yeah.
I was just going to say, this is a bit off. How many albums have Rush done now? How many? I have no idea how many albums.
There's a lot.
There's a lot.
But there's been so much transformation because, like, the original album sounds nothing like Moving Pictures, and then you go to Signals, and it's like, you lost me. Okay, Signals, you lost me. It just doesn't even sound like Rush anymore. To me, like, 2112 is my favorite album by Rush, because that is like, oh my God, that's intense, you know. But I also like the old shit from the beginning. But it doesn't mean that's my favorite either, because you can tell they weren't as good.
Yeah.
You know, certain things.
A bit more as they went on.
Yeah.
So here's an interesting concept. We were talking over a few beers last night with our bass player Owen, and we were talking about how when you listen to bands' new stuff that you grew up listening to. So say you're like 20, you're listening to Stick to Your Guns. This is what we were talking about last night, and we were like obsessed with them. And have a new album come out now, and you're like, it's good, but it's not giving me that same feeling. And we had this debate of, is it a case that it's because you're now older and you're clinging to that nostalgia of how it made you feel as a teenager, or is it a case their new stuff genuinely isn't as good? And we had this debate, and we were like comparing bands, and we were like...
So I'll add to the debate. I think there's two things. Number one is they don't have that raw energy, that, you know, like, that young, brutal energy. Now they are kind of settled down a little bit, and they, you know, it's like when you're a young band, you're just trying to make this impression. So you just fucking, you're pure emotion. And I think as you go on, that maybe that might disappear sometimes for some bands. The other thing is the nostalgia. It's definitely that. You know, perfect example is the song Seek and Destroy. So that plays at the San Jose Sharks games all the time. And I heard Hetfield saying something like, you know, I don't know why they play my old version of it, like the Kill 'Em All version, because we redid it, because I can actually sing now, and I couldn't then. I prefer the old version, because he had that raw voice. He wasn't trying to sing.
Yeah.
You know, now he tries to sing, and I like that old, like, it's like this raw fucking voice that made thrash.
Yeah.
And now you're just trying to be like, Ryan James Dio. Type of thing.
And sometimes like something doesn't have to be glossy and perfect for it to like have meaning and be like you'll prefer that version because being rough and ready is what made it so cool.
Yeah.
Whereas now if it sounds too glossy, it might sound overproduced, it might not sound, and yeah, there's nostalgia there too. Like if it's what you grew up listening, like the weirdest one, right? As a kid, might have accidentally downloaded some stuff illegally, but like when I was listening to like an album like
Mars was right.
But you know, like Tenacious D.
Yes.
So the soundtrack of their film, The Pick of Destiny, I had inadvertently downloaded the clean version where they'd swapped the swear words for like they'd say frick instead of fuck or whatever.
Yeah.
And like, if I see them live, I'll be the only person in that room singing the clean lyrics because that's what I grew up listening to. And when I hear the real version of the song, it's like really alien to me. I'm like, what? It's because I've listened to that clean version like a million times. It's like...
And now I'll give an opposite thing for the debate. War Pigs. The original lyrics for that song sucked. Like, if you hear the original version, it's like, it doesn't make you feel the same, and you're listening to lyrics, like, that doesn't even make sense.
Yeah.
Like, the new lyrics, or the ones we know, like, that makes total sense with that song.
I guess it's just contextual.
Yeah.
Like, it's a case-on-case basis. I don't know. I mean, sometimes I really prefer the imperfections of songs, because that makes the sound.
Yeah.
You know, it just makes it who it is. It gives it character. I think if you sort of squeaky clean things and overproduce it, it just can sometimes lose a lot of that.
I talk about that with live shows. Like, your live show should not be the studio.
Yeah.
I can listen to that album. I don't need to go to your live show. The live show should have imperfections, and it should have fuck-ups, and it should be just like organic, real, you know?
Real, yeah.
You know?
That's the outlook we try and have. If you ever make a mistake on stage, it's like the worst thing you can do is all stop and look at each other. The best thing you can do is laugh and style it out and just try and gloss over it.
Most people don't even notice anyway.
You do, right?
Yeah,
It's
exactly.
like,
you're your own worst critic.
Yeah.
You know? So you think, oh my God, I fucked up, blah, blah, blah. Most people don't even know. They don't notice.
Better than original.
Right?
I've had it. Say I'm late coming in. I've played the wrong chord, whatever. And like after the show, I'll be beating myself up to it, and I'll be to like one of our friends, one of our family. I'll be like, I can't believe it on Alien. I came in at the wrong time. I'm so annoyed. And they'll be like, what, did you? I thought you guys were great. And you'll be like kicking yourself. And it's taken me years to like realize you shouldn't get hung up on those things, because half the time, no one, like you said, no one realizes. Like, it's only you.
Yeah, exactly. And that's the beauty of a live show anyway.
Yeah.
So, going back to what you said, so what was Bloodstock's response when you said, well, like, you know, we're really like punk and like, we don't...
Well, we didn't point it out. We're just going to run with this. And so I think we applied, and I remember at the time to our drummer Gab, I was saying to her, I was like, look, are we just wasting our time applying for this? Like, we don't fit that metal vibe. Are they just going to like click delete before they even listen to our stuff? And for ages, and she was like, maybe we should try Metal to the Masses as the route in, you know, that competition they do where you can go through heats and get into a final and the winner gets to play. So we didn't do that because for years I was like, it's not worth it, we'll never do it. We'll never get the votes from the metal scene anyway. And then we just got we applied, and then we just got a place direct, didn't we? They were just like, yeah, you're booked if you want to play the EMP stage. We were like, what? Yeah. I was in the airport with my dad, and we were just eating food in the airport, and I was just like, what the hell? I saw it come up on my phone. I was like, what the hell? And the first thing I did was like message Gabs, and I was like, I'm really sorry, you were right. But yeah, we didn't point it out to them. We were like, if they have made a mistake, it's a happy mistake, and we'll just play our heaviest stuff we have.
There you go. Well, that's a cool fucking story, but it's a testament to this festival, because this festival is like an old school philosophy, you know? It's not the commercialized that all the other festivals have become, you know? It's become something that is a family. We're a family here, and that's the best thing about Bloodstock. And even Vicky Hungerford on her socials,
she's great.
They asked her, are you planning on like growing it like Download? And she's like, absolutely fucking not.
Yeah.
You know, and for that, I will always promote this festival, because I like it the way it is.
It feels it's more by the people, for the people, rather than like, how much money can we make?
And you keep the assholes out, because like, I have never met one asshole at Bloodstock.
Yeah.
I've met them at Download. I've met them at Hellfest. I've met them at the U.S. festivals, you know, because when you start inviting the masses, you get the assholes too.
Yeah.
You know, I was at Bring Me the Horizon pit. There was this dude who was like 6'7", huge, and he just went in there to hurt and maim people. Yeah. We don't want people like that in the pit.
Did you hear about Architects at Download this year?
I think I was at their show. What happened, though? I'm trying to remember.
They had to stop the set like 4 or 5 times because people were just straight up punching people in the face. And
I was there, and I wasn't in the pit, so I wasn't 100% sure what was going on.
Yeah.
But I know that it was fucking brutal, and yes, it got stopped like several fucking times.
Well, our bass player was in the pit, and he actually got like full-on punched in the back of the head. And like his girlfriend was saying she was sure he was like semi-concussed the rest of the day. Like,
oh my god.
And like Sam Carter just like stopped the show and was like, guys, you can't be hurting each other like this. Like the whole metal mantra is someone falls back down, you pick them up, you look after each other, you're a community. Don't just go like trying to. And like his girlfriend said before the show started, she overheard someone saying, I can't wait to punch some people. I need to do that to enjoy this.
See, I hate fucking people like that, because they don't get what the pit's all about. The pit ain't about that.
Exactly.
I'm the type of person too, I'm small. There's big dudes like that want to throw their way around. I'll just come around, get down low like Mike Tyson, come up with my elbow, and then I'm on the other side of the pit before they know who fucking hit them. And they fucking deserve it, man.
Yeah, they do.
It was cool at that Bring Me pit, though. Some dude bigger than him came in. He said, why don't you pick on somebody your own size? And he removed him from the pit. And that dude was standing on the outskirts. He was scared. And that's the thing about those big fucking dudes. When they face somebody their own size, they're fucking scared. They're bullies because they're so big and they think they can do that. Then you have the other big dudes that are the biggest pussycats in the pit, and they're the ones that you befriend because they're like totally cool. They realize you're smaller, they realize their size, and they're not going to be brutal with you.
Like,
I saw yesterday though one thing, like during Heavy Source with the dinosaur pit. I don't know if you were here yesterday.
That's hilarious. We saw someone in a dinosaur costume on the drive here, didn't we?
There were a million of them yesterday because Heavy Source, they're dinosaurs, so cool. and a dragon. There was one dinosaur that was doing like the windmill shit, and like, no, dude, there's kids in here. This is for kids. It's not for that shit. Wait, go to the band you want to see for that shit.
Yeah.
You know, like I think that shit's stupid. As somebody that's old school mosher that still does it, that windmill shit is just stupid.
You're just gonna hurt someone. Like, bump shoulders as hard as you can.
Yeah.
Look after each other. Like, why do you need to be throwing fists and like putting feet in the air? And
it's just stupid. Like, that's not what it's about. I go in the pit, so I'm not kicking people's asses in the outside world. That's what it's about.
100%.
You want to go kick ass, do it in the outside world, not in the pit. You don't belong there.
Totally.
And one last thing I'm going to talk about, you were mentioning like the Green Days, and then I was sitting there thinking, oh good, I just said about pop punk before that. But I will say something, that the first time I saw Green Day live, I changed my opinion, because originally it's like, it's fucking pop punk. But man, they are real punks, and they were real punks. They just happened to get popular, and one of the best shows I ever saw. So props to them. And that, now to something else you said about certain songs, like you're saying, wouldn't be appropriate at a certain age. That's what happened when at Aftershock, Blink-182 was a headliner, and I like Blink, but everybody was leaving and they were all saying like, when I was 15, these lyrics meant something to me. They don't mean anything to me now.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, so, because if you think about it, all their songs are basically like if you were 15 years old, you'd be like fucking,
About like chasing girls and...
yeah, and all the 15-year-old stuff. But if you're in your 30s, 40s, and up, you know, it's like, like that doesn't really
but then you can
connect to me.
You can tap back into that teenage you know.
That's
when
a
you
good
listen
point.
back to it.
That's a good
I
point.
Think there's still value to it.
I think that's what happens with my nostalgic bands. You know, you tap into those memories. So, you know, that's cool. Or like, I think Ollie, going back to Bring Me, is one of the most brilliant lyricists ever. Like,
he's great.
I so relate to a lot of his lyrics.
My favorite one is, I can't drown my demons.
That's what I was going to say.
Such a great line.
To me, that is my favorite lyric of all songs ever.
Same.
It is so fucking brilliant.
Like
it's so brilliant. That it's so funny that you said that, because that's what I was going to say. That I always say that lyric is just
poetic.
like, oh my God.
So poetic.
Right? I mean, that's amazing. So, but you guys are fucking amazing.
Oh, thanks, man.
And
Thank you.
you're here at fucking Bloodstock.
Crazy. Still can't believe it.
Now you're going to be in love with the fact that you're Bloodstock, and because you're part of the Bloodstock family.
100%.
And what other final words do you want to give the listeners about what you got coming up, about you, and about being here at Bloodstock?
Yeah, like I said, we have an EP coming at some point, quote unquote. I don't know when, but
So follow the socials.
yeah, follow the socials.
Yes, gotta follow the socials and find out.
Yeah, but no, we're just so gassed to be here. We're really excited to play today. What was it, 3:40?
Yeah, 3:40 on the EMP stage.
Yeah.
Nice.
So we're getting there.
Good time of day.
Yeah, man. I'm just looking forward to seeing how the crowd is. You know, just having a good time, having some fun. You know, just bringing some good vibes, some good times. Treat each other like family and have a good one.
One thing you will find is the audience here, they're incredible. Like yesterday, you had Heavy Source, and that place was packed. For this is like basically almost kid music, but it was so fun. It's to bring kids into metal.
Yeah, cool.
And then the next band was Evil Scarecrow, who they are the funniest fucking dudes ever. Like, there were dinosaurs, there were crabs in the pit, there were spiders in the pit, you know, and they were doing all these fun songs. And I interviewed them earlier in the day, and they're like, man, we just don't take ourselves seriously. Like, we're just out there to have fun. And that is the key.
Yeah,
like,
absolutely.
it's fucking music. Don't take yourself so seriously.
Exactly.
I think if you just take it way too serious, then you just give yourself all these expectations that you can't reach.
Exactly.
It's like the mantra we've always had. We started out as best friends in high school, and we just done it because we all love music and we're all best friends, and that's all it's ever been since.
That's
And
the
we're
only
like,
way it should be.
Yeah. None of this, like, we need to look a certain way. We need to do things a certain way. It's just like we're just friends hanging out, playing music.
And if you're not best friends, you'll be like Perry Farrell and punching out your bandmate on stage.
I do that anyway, apparently, when I drink my Budweiser.
Yeah, see? There you go. Well, you need to change your beer.
I did tell you this last night.
What? I had some San Miguel last night. Okay.
A proper lager, finally.
He did properly just go like, no, Connor, get rid of the Bud. We're having San Miguel now. I'm like, all right.
And you know, in America, they do have the Bud and everything, but I just think in Germany, Budweiser should not be the major sponsor. That is the only beer everywhere.
I do agree. Like that, Germany is known for beer, right? Let's just get a nice fucking.
That's like going to Belgium and then just eating like
Hershey's.
Yeah.
No point.
Yeah, exactly. Exactly. Well, and that's like being at Bloodstock and you guys not being here.
Oh,
thank you so much. Yeah, appreciate it.
very nice of you saying that.
We're glad you're here, and I know you're going to kick ass, and I think you're going to be in shock at how many people are out there for your set.
I hope so.
Yeah, that'd be really nice.
And moving.
Yeah.
And like fucking loving it, because that's the Bloodstock family.
And we love that you're here, mate.
Well, thank you. I love that. I love that you remembered me, because it means I wasn't a fucking shitty press person with a boring interview, you know.
We love talking to you.
Because there are some that I listen to in the States, I'm like, if I was the artist, I'd slit my throat right now. You know, you got to make it fun.
Yeah.
That's what this is about.
It's just a down-to-earth conversation, you know.
Yeah. We're not in corporate America. This is music. Like, make it fun. But how'd you get your band name?
Who are your biggest influences?
Oh my God.
How do you say your name?
Yeah, see, that's why I have bands say it, so I don't fuck it up.
Not your first rodeo, man.
Right?
We've had, through our whole quote-unquote career, people fuck up our band name every time, so we have to really enunciate it, like change.
And how do they fucking do that? Yours is not really that hard.
We've had changed persona, we've had changing persona, we've had change person.
Yeah.
And it's like, it's change persona. It's not that difficult.
It's written down.
Yeah.
And at
we've
some
had
of
people
those
on stage like introduce us onto the stage with the wrong name, and you're like,
Changing person.
you know, when you're like, you had one job, dude. Like, come on.
That's why if I'm doing like remote interviews, I will, if I'm not sure, I'll go listen to how the band says it. Like, I'll look on Google.
Oh, yeah, absolutely.
You know? Because sometimes you could be an idiot and listen to another press person that's fucking it up.
Yeah.
And then you fuck it up.
Yeah.
But I also think bands say it better than me anyway, because a lot of times you'll get bands with, they'll be like, we're this. You know, and I'm like, that's a lot cooler than me saying, nee.
Yeah. It's all in the delivery.
So
Exactly.
This is changing person we're with. And,
So maybe you should, like, you know, I have a good idea. You should start putting out albums, and each album name is all the incorrect ways they say your
That's actually
name.
a great idea.
Right?
That's such a good, or a song about it.
Right?
Yeah.
That would be
the whole
great.
album is just like different variations of our name, like every single song.
Yeah, that would be brilliant. I love that. You gotta do that for the next
It
album.
has a chorus about you not understanding us, and
That would
Try
be
and get as poetic as I can, like Ollie.
that'd be so fucking brilliant. Well, you guys are brilliant, and thanks for being here, and thanks for being on the Adventures of Pipeman once again.
Thank you
No,
very
thanks so much for hanging. Yeah, thanks for hanging out with us. It's been
Appreciate
good.
it. Cheers, man.
Thank you for listening to the Adventures of Pipeman on W4CY Radio.